Hello everyone. Today I have something a little different, not quite a retro video game. It is a IOMega Hip Zip that one of my viewers left at my house many years ago. I've had it plugged in for quite a while. Plug works, but it doesn't do anything. It never turns on. I hold it, I let go, I do whatever. It doesn't do anything. But it's got these cool little discs. And the person who did this loved skim milk because they got fat milk and skim milk, but I don't know. I've never actually listened to anything on here, so I don't even know what kind of music it is, but they are a whole 40 megabytes. You know, I'm sure that's like 10 songs. So they just clip in here and click in. Well, today I'm going to tear it apart and figure out why it's not powering on. If I was a guessing sort, it would be that the battery is shot. We're going to find out. The best way to do that is, of course, to tear the thing to pieces. Because, I mean, what good is it anyway? Well, there's some long screws. I really don't want to kill it because, I mean, it's kind of unique here. He's the only one I ever knew that had one of these. But this was what it came out. It came out in approximately November, December of 2000. So this thing is roughly 25 years old. Open up. I wonder if there's any screws under there. Doesn't feel like it. Oh, maybe. Maybe right there. Nope, no screw. Just a injection hole. Get too forceful. I mean, I don't want to break the thing to. Okay. So I have to do it. I have to peel that off because the seam is glued together. We will have to find some way to reattach these, but that is the only way to get this part, is to take this off. That one came off a little cleaner. Oh, interesting. So inside, set that over there, is basically oh, so close. So, I don't have it right here with me, but when these were made, you could get a PCMCIA card. Oh, it came right up. And this is like the exact same form factor, is that this would just slide into your PCMCIA slot, and you could stick it right in your computer. For some reason, my disc is stuck in here. Oh, right there. Let's get it out. Just got to pop this. This is what's catching it. Okay. I don't know why that caught so bad, but normally it pops in like that. It pops out. So I don't know what happened, but it got stuck in there. Anyway, so that's just a little disk drive. That's all that is. So we're going to set that aside, focus on this part. Because it's got no power, I'm pretty sure that the battery is toast, but we have to verify. date code. Okay. Voltage. DC. Let's see if we can even get my probes in there. We can set them on these contacts on the outside. Somehow. There we go. Well, that's not exactly what I was expecting. So the battery is charged. 3.6 volts is what I expected. About 3.5 volts is nominal for these type of batteries. So I will double check it. I'll double check that. But that should be the voltage we are expecting, which means digging deeper into this, figuring out how to pull it apart without breaking it. Okay, it looks like there's a screw post there and there. Okay. I need to find a better pick or something. This one's kind of terrible. Okay, so there's 2 screws, one on each side there, that we can bust on into. Let's get our iFixit kit out. Everything's everywhere, but that's okay. Nope, nope. It's actually a tri-wing, and it's in the wrong spot. Jeez. Okay. Let's fix all my tools here. Okay. So it was never going to work. Oh, there we go. Okay. All right. It's a good thing I got this on video, then I can figure out how to put these things that fell off back into place. Just visually looking to see if there's anything that looks bad. Obviously that side's not going to be very helpful. I mean, there's some crud in here, but nothing obvious. It's held in screws, so it's not going to just fall out. But it's chips from 1999. Oh, there goes your date code, October 23rd, 2000. Let's take one more board out. Have a looky-loo. Not a lot to go on this side, but just some switches and things. And then there's a main switch on this side, and that's what the play button to power it up and stuff. So that should power it on. Designed by iObjects. Apparently IOMega was out of Roy, Utah, I learned today. Not too far away. Flash memory there. Okay. I did plug headphones into it before I took it apart, just in case it was playing and I couldn't see anything on the display. And then it uses some stupid proprietary USB port here. I don't know if I've got a cable that fits that. I might. But I am not seeing anything obvious. And so, let's take this off. Have a look. I honestly would have thought the battery was going to be the issue, but I will double check the voltage real quick. But otherwise, that's it. That's the whole thing torn apart. So we got to start troubleshooting backwards. But I'm going to check the voltage real quick. All right, I haven't quite found the battery details. There's a lot of German sites. The actual Hip Zip itself runs off 5.2 volts. So if we assume that's the case, but I did try powering it while it was plugged in, and the plug did provide volts too. It's possible my battery's not good enough. So here's our power port. We could plug things in and test it, but I'm starting to think that the battery is not putting out enough volts in order to power it on. And I don't know if the plug goes straight to the battery and then the battery out, so I would think it would run off the plug directly. I mean, we can quickly test that as well. So 5.2 volts, which is the expected voltage for what this is expecting. So I might see if I can inject some voltage into the battery powered board to see if I can get it to come to life. That's really the only thing I can think of at this point. I do need to have voltage at some point in here in order to even test components, test for shorts and grounds, things like that. There's a lot of junk in here. Let's do that next. All right, I haven't done much, but I put this back together. Just put the two or three pieces back together. I don't have this hooked up. I don't have the battery hooked up, but I'm going to try it with just the power cord. I know the power cord works. So it's providing voltage, but 5 volts, but not the 3 from this. Oh, look, I have a life. So it's on. Was on. Is on. Oh, there it goes. Unknown format. Well, so it's on, but obviously there's no drive in there, so it doesn't know what to do. Let's stick the battery back in and see if it still turns on. Which way does it go? Fat side up. So, like this. I have to bust out my tweezers. This is a tad bit fun. There it goes. All right, so that's in there like that. So let's try it with just the battery, no drive now, and see if it still turns on. Oh, it does. This is very curious. I wonder if it's going to run with the battery. Oh, it's working with the battery. All I've done is take it apart and put it back together. Unknown format. So let's turn it off. Off. Maybe. Off. Off. Well, supposedly it's going to go off. Alright, I'm going to pull the battery so it shuts off so I'm not running it with. Okay, it's off. I don't want to plug drive in and stuff while it's on. So let's put that back in. Put that in. Good. How did I have it? Like that. Okay. Alright, so let's plug this back in. Let me make sure I got it the right direction. Pretty sure it was like that. Just like that. Okay. Let's pop those open. And this slid out pretty easy first time. So I don't know if it was loose. It shouldn't be, but hey, you never know. Come on. Maybe if I do it on the right side, huh? Okay. So it's in there. It's in there. And that's where it sits. About right there. So since the battery was working, let's try it again. Well, that's interesting. Kind of holding it in place so it doesn't fall apart. The disc is not in at this point, so it's just sitting there. Oh, now it says insert a disc. Oh, that's a... That is much noisier than I expected. Skim disc too. Well, look at that. Let's see if the off works. Off does not work. It says it's charging the battery though. Come on, turn off. One of these is the lock. Lock is up. It's not up, so it's not locked. Okay. Play. I'm gonna see if I get this. Oh, I don't know what it did. I'm gonna put this back on there so it doesn't run away on me. So it's a little more contained. Okay, it did shut off. Okay, I'm not gonna. All right, just like that. I've got like 6 discs outside that I didn't bring in. I only brought one because I didn't really expect this to do much. Let's see what happens. Wow, it's noisy. 0 megabyte free. Flavor of the week. What's the next one? Heaven extended version. Our collective soul. The funny, because the R at the beginning are MP3s that I ripped back in probably 98 that he took and put on here. Black Jesus, Closer, some 9 Inch Nails, Everlast, What It's Like, Tonic, Nickelback, and we're back to track 1. Let's see if it actually plays. Oh, it's playing. I don't have any headphones. Here, let me go find some. Okay, we got some headphones here. Try not to let this fall apart. So it's working. So what I'm assuming it's doing. Yeah, it's working. I don't know if you can hear it. I'm trying to put it by this camera here. What I assume it's doing is caching it in that flash memory so that the little zip isn't running the entire time. Let's see. Menu select up and down, and what's the other side? So there's our volume. Okay, so that's working. That's working. Oh, that worked too. Stop did and off. Oh, it's working. Okay, everything's working now. So I'm wondering, take this part here. I'm wondering if it got dropped and the connection came loose between the control board and the secondary board because they're all press fit in. Let's take this back out. And I'm going to actually put it back together and see how well it works. Oh, I need this here. Long screws. Well, now I know that the battery does indeed work off 3.5 volts and not 5. So I was doing hunting online for this battery, and I only found German forums. Someone was selling stuff, and it just said battery and had the model number. I really couldn't find anything useful online. And then there were some Chinese sites that had nothing to do with the battery, but somehow came up. Okay. These aren't going to stay because I need some sticky stuff, some double-sided tape or adhesive or something to kind of put these in place. But let's make sure it works. Oh my gosh, it still works. Insert a disc. You got it. All right. Apparently the battery's not too charged. So let's try it again with another battery, or with the plug. So I'm pretty sure the battery's toast, or the connections between the boards were loose on the subboard and the top board, and it wasn't actually charging the battery, because we can see it's charging, but I honestly don't know how charged it is. Menu, play mode, settings, song info, disc info, player info. Let's come here to player info. Daddy-O, IOMega, Maverick, Red Hat. Got some Red Hat Linux on there. And Zephyrus. Exit. Disc info, skim disk, 8 tracks. 8 whole tracks. Settings, backlight, on. It's kind of hard to push. Exit. Let's turn off the light, see if the backlight's actually on here. I see no backlight. Maybe it, oh, there it is. So the backlight works. Here we got music. So this is alive again. Stop works. Next works. Everything's working. I'm going to leave this charged and I'm going to go, let's turn it off. I'm going to go grab a couple other discs and the little drive just so you can see what that looks like. And, oh, I did not put the shield back in. Maybe I'll do that too. But I'll do it off camera. I won't put you guys through this. I shall return. Okay, here's all the pieces that I got with this. So it came with a PCMCIA card. The idea was that you stick these in here and then stick it in your laptop, and then you put the songs on here. Obviously no modern computers have these anymore. I do have some old ones that have it, but I'm not getting those out. Close. This one had nothing on it. Well, nothing for that anyway. And apparently we liked fat more than skim. Fat milk is better than skim milk. Makes sense. But yeah, they all have songs on them. They all seem to work. I'm going to put this back in place, button it all up, and give it back to its owner. Cool. Thanks for watching.